Hey, it's Mikey Arugula. Now, you guys know I've been collecting Beatle memorabilia for 60 years, and that's a long time. All right, I don't like to see what I look like. I'm getting old. But I have a special guest today. This episode, we're going to kind of call it Eat the Beatles. Okay? By the way, in the word Beatles, the word eat exists also, you know, right? Besides meet the Beatles. Anyway, I'm going to introduce you to this guy called Gus Lopez. Okay?
Hey.
Now, I want to just tell you how nutty this guy is. You think Mikey's nutty? This guy flew all the way from the state of Washington to Mikey's location to pick up some Beatle memorabilia. Okay? And we're going to show you what he came out for today. All right? Some special stuff that he got from the accumulator. All right? That's what he likes to be called. All right? And it has to do with food. So first of all, Gus.
Yeah.
All right? Can you get one of your posters out and show them?
Yes, let's get this one out.
All right. So look at this, man. It says Ringo Roll, right? This is, hold it up a little higher. This is the real Ringo Roll that Mikey owns. But Mikey don't own this poster. This is a one-of-a-kind, rare item. And this is the advertisement, I guess, right? It says, Top of the Eat Parade, Ringo Roll, at your local sun-blessed agents. Is this British?
Yeah, it's a British promotion.
Right.
I wonder if Sunblessed, is that a... We'd have to ask one of the British guys.
Yeah.
But is that a grocery store?
You know what it sounds like
Yeah.
to me? Kind of like the American 7-Eleven. You know?
Oh.
Probably something like that. All right? Now,
Yeah.
let's show them the next thing.
Yeah.
All right? We do this quick. You know why?
Yeah.
Because people lose
Yeah.
patience with Mikey's
Yeah.
show if we don't keep it rolling. We got to keep it rolling today,
All right.
baby. Look at this. Look at this poster he came out for. In other words, I'm telling you, he came 3,000 miles for this thing. You see these things? These things came with the soda. Is this Canadian and British?
This is British, I thought.
Yeah,
This is UK.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This is a
All right, so these are
Great
the
promotion.
actual
Yeah.
items that I think this came on the can. It was probably on the bottom of the top of the can. You know, that's how I would imagine these came on. These are like coasters, all right. And this was an item that came out what? Probably in the early '60s.
Yeah, I think the year, I want to say it's 64 or 65, something like that. Yeah. It's on top of the
wait
can.
a minute. They call them drink mats.
Drink
Yeah,
mats.
drink mats. I call them coasters, okay? You call them drink mats. Anyway, I thought you would love to see this. Now, this guy here also gave me a gift. Okay, I gotta open this thing up. Where is it hiding? By the way, wait everybody, it's the summer. It's the summer, okay? And the next time I do an episode, it might be already the end of the summer. So I just want to show you. This is Mikey's towel for the beach. You know, pretty good shape since it's like 60 years old. Okay, Mikey's got probably 3 of these things. You know why I have 3 of them? I always think I lose things. And when I lose things, I think I got to buy it again. All right? Let me throw you a couple of other towels quickly. This is what they call a knockoff. A knockoff, but old. Right? An old beach towel. All right? You could picture this laying on the sand at Jones Beach. That's where I go. All right. Now, here's another one. Another version of a towel. A Beatle towel. We're going to get back to Gus in a minute. Because Gus is special. I got to give him some airtime for coming 3,000 miles. All right? Look at this thing. Not too pretty. All right, so we're going to do another towel now. So what happened is every year now, Beatles started coming out with towels. You know, Beatles got smart. They started licensing their materials in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Okay, by the way, this poster reminds me of the Beatles story. It's kind of like the Beatles story type of picture. No? Anyway, that's my feel for it. This is another beach towel. Now look at this beach towel. This is more exotic. You can see it's newer. When I say new, it's probably 25 years old. Okay? But obviously the Beatles were selling towels. And then here's another one. This is the last one I'm going to show you, and we'll get off the Beatle towels.
Awesome.
All right? This is a cool looking one, right? There's probably 20 other versions of Beatle towels. Every year they come out with Beatle towels. Probably a lot of Yellow Submarine towels. All right, so look. Gus.
Yeah.
All right? You gave me this.
Yes.
All right. Gus is in charge. He collects, by the way, Star Wars, major Star Wars collector. We're not talking about Star Wars today, though.
Yeah.
Okay? But you look up Gus Lopez, you'll know what I'm talking about. However, he also collects edible, eat-related Beatle items. And that's why he came out for those special posters. The theme is eat, right? I got special devices here. So Gus brought me a little gift because he likes to take care of Mikey. So I'm opening up this thing here, and I got a special gift, as I was saying, from Gus. Gus knows that, let me put this down for 1 second. I have, and Gus has also, the RC Cola display where you would send away, we showed this on another episode, you would send away a cap from RC and also a bag of Sharif potato chips, and you would get free Beatle tickets to the Toronto concert. All right? Now, Gus indicated to me what? That the bottles I have are
not the ones, the Canadian ones from 1965. So, but every time I've ever seen these sold, people have these bottle or other RC bottles, but the correct ones, which were only done for a very limited time in Canada, were these. These are the ones that, and in fact, if you look on the flyer, I don't know if you can, there's a small image on this that shows those bottles, and also in a different six-pack carrier, but it shows.
Is this the six-pack?
This is the
similar.
So yeah, this is
the right size.
A right size, yeah.
Not the right six-pack.
Not the right six-pack, but you got now 2 of the 6. Yeah, and then here's the Royal. This is also, they did an RC promotion also for
the Cow Palace.
Cow Palace.
Wow.
So for some of the different.
Wow.
Yes, and in the U.S. they also
look
did
on the
RC
back.
Cola.
It says Royal Crown Beatles Sweepstakes. So this is a rare item. I never saw this. This is unbelievable. Yeah, cool item, man.
That's I think 64.
Well, Gus, I really appreciate you giving this to me.
Yeah.
And I'm giving Gus, just so you know, because I love the guy. Him and I are going to also do some trading. And this is a Ringo roll. I call it today Star Wars. Starr. We're doing Star Wars here because this man is a Star Wars guy.
Starr.
Ringo Starr. Now, Gus, what we always do is we allow our special guests to open boxes. Joe, do me a favor. Show everybody once again all the boxes I have here. Okay? All the kooky boxes. All right? Now, your job is to pick.
I have to pick a good one, I hope.
Pick 2 or 3 boxes.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
And we'll figure out what we got to do.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Yeah. It could be small little things too.
Here's one.
Okay?
And then let's see.
This is like a game show.
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna pick the $1 million box or the clunk?
It could be anything.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Ay, ay, ay.
I know, I'm gonna be
The
complicated.
film is going, baby.
Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 2. How many? You can do 2 or 3.
All right, you know what? I'll pick one.
Yeah.
Because I got one over here. Okay? All right, here we go. So, Gus picked a few boxes. I'm going to start to open them. Now, I have no idea. By the way, what's the date of this one? 12/15/21. Okay? Now, sometimes these things I buy are duds. Meaning, like, I wanted the stuff, but it's not going to be too exciting on the show. Let's see what this is. Then again, I might get surprised and go, oh, I didn't remember I bought that. It's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, I remember what this is now. This is a phony baloney item. Okay? Phony baloney, but I buy it anyway. What the person did was, they made a notebook out of Beatle albums. You follow me? Like they took album covers, right? A real Beatle album cover. By the way, it's not a coincidence. I mean, it's a wicked-dinks. Eat the Beatles. Eat the Beatles, meet the Beatles. Get it? There's the word eat. Did you pick this randomly?
I picked it randomly.
Totally random. Perfect. It was meant to be. This is a notebook. Is the album cover real? Yeah. Someone figured out, let me make notebooks out of albums, right? Not bad. Okay? That's the story. All right? Good idea someone had. I think it's marketable. You take crappy album covers, you slap paper in between. You guys should make, this could be a new business for you.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's go to the next item. All right. Let's see if this one does any better. This is not a long time ago. 11/29/24. Okay, let's see what it is. I have no idea.
Less than a year.
Yeah, this is a newer item. You know, that other thing we just showed, I don't mind it actually. It's not bad. Let's see what this is. What the hell is this? What the hell is it? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. I haven't cut myself yet.
No,
Let's
see.
see.
Good work.
Could be the
Yeah.
first time.
Always makes me nervous when you're holding by this thing.
Also, looks like it ruined the thing too.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, let's figure it out. All right. Rock and roll coloring book. Now, there must be a Beatle thing in here. There is? Yeah! Not bad.
That is cool.
This is a good item, man. Look, because there's you change their clothes. You follow me? This is Paul McCartney.
Right.
Wait. Let's see. Is there any other Beatles?
That's Peter
in here?
Noon. That looked like.
Yeah, I think Peter Noon, but let's see if there's any other Beatles. But Paul McCartney already made me happy. Let's see. I don't know who some of these guys are.
Cher, it looks like.
Mickey. Oh, this is monkey stuff. Oh, there's Ringo. I got a Ringo.
How about turning it this way?
Yeah, good idea. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm getting excited. Mikey gets excited with this stuff. I gotta find.
Getting more excited.
Wait, here.
I'd rather see Cher get excited.
Hold on. Listen.
Do they have the bottoms of women too on there?
And you color this. And then you can erase it. Right? So, this is a nice little item. You picked a good one.
I like it. It's
Yeah,
cool. It's
good.
pretty
A
awesome.
little different, right? A little different, right? Not bad. Okay, we're gonna get to the last item already. Okay, because we don't like to make the shows too long. You know, otherwise we don't get the traffic. All right. I bought this thing recently. All right. Mikey was telling you on the last episode. You know, when you start collecting, some of these major collectors, what they do is they got to get every color of every item. So Mikey said, you know, I better start doing that too. So I started buying another color of things I already have. This is a hot color. This is an item that people, they really go crazy looking for. So I figured, let me buy it. Okay? Here we go. Here's the pink 3-ring binder. All right? By the way, notice Paul has the cigarette in here, right? This is the one where Paul has the cigarette, meaning it's an older one. It's also 3-ring. Sometimes there's, I think, 2 rings. Okay? So there's different versions of these things, but this is a pretty good condition pink item. No rips, no tears, no splits. Good item. So anyway, everybody, it's the summer, okay? If you have ice cream and you want to watch the episode of Mikey eating ice cream last summer. Oh, wait a minute. Talking about ice cream, last minute add-in. I was almost ready to stop the episode, but no, this is the encore. The encore of the episode. Ice cream, right? Gus is here also contemplating getting some more posters. Look at this poster of this ice cream bar from a store. Hood ice cream. Yeah. Beatles bar ice cream. If you saw my episode, I had the box for this. But this is big bucks, baby. This is big bucks. Look at this display poster. Now, the final song of the encore. Let's turn it around.
A couple
Look
things.
at this thing. There's 2 things here. First of all, remember the rings in Mikey's episode? Okay, look. Beatle rings you get When you buy pizza, remember the theme? Eat the Beatles? Okay, it all ties together now. It's all coming together. Appian Way Pizza. Get these rings, okay, when you get your pizza.
Okay. Okay. There you go.
If you get baked beans, you're going to be able to send away for this. No one has this poster, and you have no idea how big this is, if you could see. This is about as a rare a poster as you're ever going to find.
What's on the back?
Okay? What do you mean what's on the back?
Anything in the back?
That's
No, the back is the thing we just showed.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a Wagon Master. These are unbelievable. This is a tremendous display.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe you'll use this as the picture. Okay, man. So this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay? This is stuff you're never going to see again. And this man came out 3,000 miles to check this stuff out. Love you guys. Have a good summer.